All right, this is going to be the only video you're ever going to need to watch as a realtor to set up, launch, set up the funnel for your YouTube ad campaign to start getting listings or buyers coming in as soon as tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're in the Google Ads Manager. I'm going to show you the actual setup and also going through the entire funnel as well. So you can see right here, here's the funnel that we use for ads if you're not familiar. So we go YouTube ad to a landing page, to a booking page, or a VSL, stands for video sales letter. We then have a confirmation page. We're then going to send them out. This is all nurture stuff in the back end. So we have a confirmation SMS sequence. We send out a 7-day, 14 touch point sequence. A lot of it's kind of complicated. I'm not going to get into all of it in this video, but I'm going to show you the structure. So the first thing you need, the prerequisite, is you actually have a YouTube ad. Now I have other videos where I break down how to actually make the ad. This is more actually setting it up in Google, considering you actually have proven ads. So for my clients, what we do is we're going to start by testing at least 5 to 10 different ads, and that's the minimum that you need to do. You can't go out and just run one single ad because you're not able to go and test, and you need to be split testing. Otherwise, you're just basically throwing money away if you're not testing. But considering we have all that, the first thing I want to go and do is actually set up the landing page, show you how that would look. So I used personally Go High Level. Now, the reason I use High Level is just because it's super simple. It's pretty straightforward, and it has all the automations, all this in it. So basically, I'm going to show you the actual landing page itself so you can see. So I made this funnel right here. We're going to go to edit so you can get an idea, and it's just all drag and drop. So basically the format of a landing page is we have a call out, so who this is for. So hey, attention Miami homeowners, if we're targeting Miami, obviously as an example, replace it with your city or your market. Headline, are you thinking of selling a home? Let's actually go and make this a little bigger so it looks good. But something to note as well that most people don't talk about is most of your traffic is going to come from mobile, right? Most people are going to be seeing your YouTube ad on their phone. So the biggest thing is we want to make sure that it looks good on mobile. So you go to click mobile mode and you can go and see. So like I would make this a little smaller on mobile because again, most people are going to come from mobile. Maybe we'll make it a little bigger than that. And that looks a lot better. What we also want to do, I would say remove all the padding right here. So it's above the fold. That's a big thing. Okay, actually, then it messes it up here. So let's remove what we can do. Then we can go remove this on mobile. So then it is, because you see there's just too much of a gap. So we can go and make this 0, 0. Because the biggest thing, so what this means above the fold is when someone loads on your page, if they have to scroll down to go fill out their information, they're not going to do it. You need to make it as simple, as easy as possible. And it's called like removing the friction. So the less friction there is, if it's just right in front of them, they're going to be way more likely to fill it out. So like this is a style landing page here. Basically what we're usually offering is some sort of ebook, some sort of resource to actually get them to opt in. There's also a couple other things you can advertise, maybe like a checklist. You could do a free home valuation, custom home report, anything along those lines. Here you put a picture of your ebook or whatever you're offering, then you could put just a couple bullet points below of what they're going to get, and they're going to make sure you save it. But it's really that simple. You just want to make sure when they go fill out the form, and again, I'm just using like a simple form for this case. Usually we'll go make a pretty decked out survey. You're going to make sure they go to next step. So when they fill this out, they're going to go to the booking page, which is going to be the next step. Something super simple like this. Basically, we're going to have, again, so call out success. Hey, we're sending your guide over now. Step 1, so headline, watch this quick video. This is going to be the VSL, which the point of this VSL is we're basically warming these people up before you ever speak with them. Right? Because the biggest problem with a lot of ads, like Facebook ads and stuff like that, is you call these leads and they say like, who are you? Why are you calling me? And that's the exact point of this VSL, is to pre-handle all those objections, tell them exactly what we're doing next. And this is something I go and script for all the clients I work with, but you can pretty much make it something like, hey, this is Noah here. Thank you so much for clicking on our ad, filling out our form. I'm going to be sending you that guide right away. But in the meantime, if you do want to have a chat, or actually, I do put that at the end, so I don't have the script in front of me. But in the meantime, I am going to be reaching out to you shortly to confirm a few details about the property you're looking to sell, so we can help you get the most amount of money for your home. So make sure if you see a call coming in from a local number that you maybe don't recognize, there's a good chance it's me. So make sure to pick that up. And just that, they're going to be, by the time you call them, they're already expecting that call from you. And that's something all the agents I say who I work with is like, these people, they know who I am when I'm calling. And a huge reason for that is this VSL that we use on the back end. Now, along with that, like I was kind of stumbling around earlier, is you go and say, hey, if you do want to sell your home as soon as possible, if you're looking to sell like as soon as possible, feel free to also, and you want to chat, go book below. and book a call with me. So we're getting these people, the most serious ones, to go book a call directly on our calendar, which if you're running YouTube ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, you should need to be doing this in all of your funnels that you have. It should be a VSL and a booking page to get them to book on your calendar. Because if you don't have a calendar, if they want to chat with you now, it's like, what if you don't call them? Then you're literally losing out on someone, because these YouTube ad leads, which how I'm going to show you, these people are looking to sell usually within 30 to 60 days. If you don't reach out to them, they're going to find someone else who helps them. But that's the thing with it, is these leads have the highest intent of anything you're going to find. So this is the booking page. When they book on your calendar, you're going to send them to a thank you page, basically confirmation saying, hey, we got your stuff. And then you can just basically just flex on them. So stack reviews. If you go and book with me, you're going to go see a bunch of like reviews, videos, testimonials, all that sort of stuff as well. So you can go do this, like put pictures of your Google reviews. You have headlines in here, and then you put a little about you to, again, warm them up, get familiar, put a picture of you, stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically the entire funnel. So now we have this funnel. And again, so it's landing page to booking VSL confirmation page. After that, you're going to want to make sure you set up automations. And I'm not going to go and do that in this video, but it should look something like this. Basically, you have this initial confirmation text message when they opt in. Then you have a 7-day, 14 touch point sequence, which basically means we're touching them or dripping them about 14 different times via text, calls, and email. If they book with us, we're going to have appointment confirmation reminders. If they don't book, we're going to put them in a short-term nurture that's about 30 days. If they book then, which again, that's the whole goal with this, is that then we're going to add them to this, and then we're going to make sure they show up to the appointment. If they don't book, we add them to a long-term nurture, which is about a year long, and we do a database reactivation every 4 to 5 weeks. Now, this is something I actually got from one of my clients, Mike. I did a full interview with him on this channel. We got, I think, 6 listings in our first 4 months, and he's about to, from those 6, he'll do about $110,000 in GCI from those listings. But what he does is a database reactivation, and it works extremely well. So just making sure we're staying top of mind and maximizing every lead you have. If you don't do this, you're literally leaving money on the table. But now I actually want to get into the fun part, which you probably want to see, is actually setting it up in Google Ads Manager. So I'm in my ad account right here. First thing you want to do is make sure you obviously set up your conversion tracking. This is basically so that Google knows when someone submits a lead form and books a call with you, because you need them to track this. Because if you don't send this data back to the pixel or to the Google tag, Google doesn't know when these people are actually booking with you when they're submitting a lead form. So it doesn't know what to optimize for, right? So some of this stuff is kind of a bit more nerdy. I'm not going to get into it too much. But also, if you didn't know, YouTube's owned by Google. So you run YouTube ads through Google Ads. But for this case, I'm assuming you already have your conversion tracking set up and you already have a Google Ads account, right? Now, cool thing is, though, if you do start running YouTube ads for the first time, you can claim like $1,000 of free Google ad credit to spend on your YouTube ads if you just make a new account. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over to create. We're going to click campaign. We're actually going to go and make the campaign right now. So you have all these objectives, right? Sales, leads, like you're probably like, oh, website traffic. No, you literally always do leads. Just only do leads. You're going to make sure you have your conversion goals set up, which should be booked appointments and submit lead form, right? Because that's what we're optimizing for. You're going to click continue. And you see as well, I'd make the values on them, like booking appointment, make the value a bit higher than a submit lead form, because we ideally want Google to know we want more people to book appointments. So we're going to value it higher. And that's just a simple trick you can do. Now, this is where a lot of people get messed up. And the one you want to choose, if you're doing YouTube ads, please just choose video. Do not choose any of these other things. You're going to see, oh, but I see YouTube Performance Max. It looks good, like generate leads by reaching the right people. It's like, you're just going to waste so much money on this. I've had agents who come to me after spending thousands of dollars on the stuff and they don't get anything from it. This is a pretty common occurrence because they have just simple wrong settings. So you're only going to do video. Never do any of these other ones. We're going to click continue. I don't know what happened there. Video, and then click continue. Now, this is the actual campaign level. So the way the ad works is, to give you an idea, is we have get this out of the way. So we have the campaign, make this thicker. So we have the campaign, we have the ad set, and then we have the ad, right? And I would recommend, again, we test usually 5 different ads or so. So I would say like five different ads. But you do one campaign, one ad set, and then the ads. The ads are inside the ad set. The ad set's inside the campaign, if you don't know that already, right? So basically, you're going to do conversions. Don't touch this. Conversion goals, we're going to optimize for leads in this case. You can switch to booked appointments once you do get more flow coming in. This is something I go and do for all my clients usually once we get 10, 15 conversions coming in, we can go and switch to booked appointments. Now from here, you're not going to touch target CPA. That's usually something we're going to do after we do get more conversions, usually 20 to 50 conversions coming in. In some cases, once we get like 100 leads in, like I do with a good amount of our clients, then we go and switch to this, where then basically you can say, hey, here's how much I want to spend to get a lead or to book an appointment, as an example. Budget and dates, I would always recommend minimum $50 a day, bare minimum. Don't touch any of this. No, we're not running European political ads. I don't plan to. I hope not. Right. Location and language. So we're going to touch this at the ad set level, which is what I'm going to show you. So you don't need to touch this. Devices are one interesting thing as well to note. They just added this, but you can go and select, make sure that there's either presence or interest or presence. Presence or interest is people regularly in, or who've shown interest in your included locations. You do not want to do that, even though it says it's recommended. Because what that means is if you're in Miami and you're targeting homeowners looking for sellers, you're going to get people from like Minnesota who are just interested in Miami because maybe they just want to get out of the cold, and they're going to start seeing your ads, and you're getting leads from literally across the country. So you only want people who are in or regularly in your included locations. So you're going to make sure you have just presence on. Devices, you're always going to click set specific, and you're going to turn TV screens off, just because, just take my word, you're going to waste tons of money if you include TV screens. You will never get conversions from a TV. Now, that's the campaign level. And then you want to name it as well. I'm not going to go through naming and stuff now, but you want to go to now locations. You're going to put in your location. So the nice thing with YouTube ads is you can get super, super specific with where you want to target. For this case, let's say we're doing Miami, like just Miami. You can include that. You can also include other neighborhoods. You can exclude neighborhoods. This is just an example, but you basically put your locations in, you click save, but you can get super, super specific. You can literally pinpoint specific areas that you actually want to target. Now, languages, we are just going to go with English, right? I don't know any other languages, basically whatever language your ad is in. Now, you're not going to touch any of this. You're going to actually go right here, click let me choose under channels, uncheck all of these except YouTube in stream. Make sure you uncheck all those. Add an audience. This is where you're actually going to put your audience in here. So I'd recommend just simply, you can go just look up homeowners, and we're going to target someone who owns a home. And you can also go to custom segment, new segment, and we can target people who are looking up, I need to sell my home. And we can target people who are actively searching this stuff up, which is why YouTube is so good. It's because we're literally targeting people who are looking up, hey, I need to sell my home. Then you can just name this whatever you want, save it. But we're targeting someone who owns a home and is actually searching this stuff up. Right, so it's pretty targeted, and that's how we're reaching only motivated people looking to sell. You're going to turn optimized targeting off, and we're going to go to ad one. Now, the way you want to structure your ads is I'd recommend testing 5 different ads, and the only difference in your ad should be the hook. So the hook, basically, the way an ad works is you have the hook, you have the body, and you have the CTA or the close. You're going to test 5 different hooks, and the rest of this is the exact same. So you have like hook 1, hook 2, hook 3, hook 4, hook 5, and you're testing it with the same body and call action. So these always go together. You're testing a new hook on top of them. So the way you name your ads, the way you should test your ads is with this convention. So like this ad would be hook 1 as an example. You're going to put in your landing page URL. So let's go get let's just say we're using this. By the way, if you are interested, you want me to set this entire system up for you, and you want to get results like all these other agents, feel free to click the link below this video and book a call with me where I can literally go and set this entire thing up for you. But you're going to go grab your link, put that in there. You're going to grab your video. This is where you actually get your ad. So get this one, Colin, who got 2 listings in 26 days using the system. Put this over here. You're going to click choose where your video show, prefer on, you're only going to do in stream. Now from here, you're going to make sure you add like a logo, and you're going to add your text and stuff. So it can be something like, hey, claim your free guide, sell your home for more money, long headline. Basically, you just want to fill this stuff in. Call to action text, you're going to do learn more, put in your business name, and then make sure as well I recommend adding UTM tracking on here. I have this, I go over this in some other videos, but you want to make sure you track this, because otherwise you're not going to know which ad the lead came from, right? Because Google's tracking is not good. But basically what you want to do once you set all this up is you want to go and just duplicate this however many ads are running. So you click duplicate ad, And then this one would just be like hook 2 as an example. Then this one would be hook 3 and hook 4, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're going to go split test all these other videos. And that's basically the entire setup for you right there. So again, going through the funnel, we have YouTube ad, which we're only targeting motivated homeowners. Send them to a landing page, then the booking page and VSL confirmation page. Then you have all the automations and stuff on the back end, which you need to be doing this. Otherwise, you're again leaving money on the table. And I'm assuming you probably don't want to be losing out on tens of thousands of dollars potentially. Now, again, if this sounds like something you're interested in, or this now, there's really two things you can go and do. One of which is I just gave you everything. You can go and just set this up yourself and let me know once you get some sick wins coming in, some nice listings coming through. I'd love to hear from you that, hey, this video helped you out and it helped you go make an extra $50,000. But if you do want, if you're kind of overwhelmed, you don't have the time, right? Because you either pay with time or with money. And personally, I work with top producing agents doing at least $100,000 or more in GCI every year. If that's you and you'd rather just have me and my team go and set this entire thing up for you and get guaranteed listings on your calendar signed every single month, go click below, apply to work with me, book a call with me personally, and we'll see if this would be a good fit for your market. Put together a full game plan to set this up and to start dominating your market and becoming a local celebrity if I don't already work with an agent in your market. Other than that, though, if you do want to learn a bit more about YouTube ads, how this works, go check the video out on the screen, and I will see you there.